Top 3 legendary muscle cars that defined American power. Welcome to our channel where we talk about the most iconic muscle cars ever built and the stories behind their raw power. Today we're diving into 3 legendary American muscle cars that changed automotive history forever. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new muscle car story. 1. Ford Mustang Boss 429. The Ford Mustang Boss 429 is one of the rarest and most respected muscle cars ever created. It was introduced in 1969 as a homologation model for NASCAR racing. Ford designed this car specifically to fit the massive 429 cubic inch V8 engine. The engine was officially rated at 375 horsepower, but real numbers were much higher. This Mustang was built with performance as the main priority, not comfort. The Boss 429 featured a reinforced engine bay to handle the large motor. Its aggressive hood scoop became an instant visual signature. The car used a close-ratio 4-speed manual transmission. Handling was improved with upgraded suspension components. The wide stance gave the car a powerful and intimidating presence. Only a limited number of units were produced. This rarity makes the Boss 429 extremely valuable today. The engine had hemispherical combustion chambers. This design allowed for better airflow and higher performance. Acceleration was brutal for its time. The Boss 429 could dominate both streets and tracks. It was not the fastest Mustang on paper, but it was the most extreme. Drivers loved the raw and mechanical driving experience. The interior was simple and functional. Everything inside focused on the driver. There were no unnecessary luxury features. The sound of the engine was deep and thunderous. This sound became legendary among car enthusiasts. The Boss 429 represented Ford's racing ambition. It showed what happens when engineers ignore compromises. Over the years, its reputation continued to grow. Collectors began hunting for original examples. Restored models now sell for huge prices. The Boss 429 is often called a Holy Grail Mustang. It symbolizes pure American muscle engineering. Its design remains timeless. Even modern muscle cars respect its legacy. The Boss 429 is more than a car. It is a piece of American racing history. Its legend continues to inspire new generations. 2. Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. The Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 is one of the most powerful muscle cars of the early 1970s. It became famous for its massive big block engine. The 454 cubic inch V8 was rated at up to 450 horsepower. This made it one of the strongest factory engines ever produced. The Chevelle SS was built for straight-line speed. Its torque output was absolutely enormous. Drivers could feel the power instantly. The car featured aggressive styling cues. The SS badges clearly announced its performance intentions. A functional hood scoop improved engine airflow. The wide body design gave it a muscular look. The Chevelle was heavier than some rivals. However, its engine easily overcame the weight. Quarter-mile times were extremely impressive. The suspension was tuned for power delivery. Rear-wheel traction was always a challenge. This added to the excitement of driving it. The interior combined comfort with sportiness. Bucket seats offered good support. A full gauge cluster kept the driver informed. The Chevelle was popular among street racers. It quickly gained a fearsome reputation. Fuel consumption was extremely high. But buyers didn't care about fuel economy. They wanted speed and dominance. The SS 454 delivered both. Production numbers were limited. This increased its desirability over time. Today, original examples are highly collectible. Prices continue to rise every year. The Chevelle SS represents the peak of muscle car excess. It came before strict emissions regulations. This makes it a symbol of a wild era. Its engine note is unforgettable. The Chevelle SS 454 remains an icon of raw American power. 3. Dodge Charger RT 1970. The 1970 Dodge Charger RT is one of the most recognizable muscle cars ever made. Its bold design set it apart from competitors. The hidden headlights gave it a unique face. The long hood emphasized its performance nature. The RT package stood for Road and Track. This version focused on high performance. Several engine options were available. The most famous was the 426 HEMI V8. This engine was legendary for its strength. Horsepower figures were officially underrated. Real performance exceeded expectations. The Charger had a wide and aggressive stance. It looked powerful even when standing still. The suspension was tuned for both speed and comfort. This made it usable as a daily driver. The interior was spacious and stylish. High-quality materials were used for its time. The dashboard had a driver-focused layout. The Charger RT became famous in movies. It gained pop culture icon status. Street racers admired its presence. Law enforcement feared its speed. The car had strong acceleration. Top speed was very impressive. The exhaust sound was deep and menacing. The Charger represented Mopar muscle at its finest. It competed directly with Ford and Chevrolet. Sales were strong during its peak years. Later models became heavier and slower. This made the 1970 model especially desirable. Collectors value originality highly. Restoration projects are very popular. The Charger RT symbolizes freedom and rebellion. Its design remains influential today. It is a true legend of the muscle car era. These three muscle cars represent the golden age of American performance. Each of them was built with power, attitude, and passion. They were not designed to be practical, but to be unforgettable. Even decades later, their legends continue to grow. If you love classic muscle cars, these icons will always hold a special place in automotive history.